Bert is Bert, fly high is Bert, Bert is the word is Bert, Bert. Does it something, haters getting Bert, hurt, Bert, drops of golden nuggets, Bert. Bert, fly high is Bert, Bert is the word is Bert,
What is good, y'all? Welcome. Let's get the space started as well. Welcome, everyone. December 11th, 2024 is amazing Wednesday. I hope you're having a great and amazing Wednesday as well. Just got the space started. Just powered up the live stream as well. I'm just going to grab some water here quickly. I'll be right back. Feel free to invite your friends. You're bullish on XRP meme coins. We're going to unpack some of the XRP price action, daily chart, weekly chart, monthly chart, and then we're going to go into some XRP memes. So lock in. I'll be right back. Make sure to invite your friends. Let them know that XRP meme coins are here. We're about to lock in. All right, you guys, back. Just grab some water. What's up, everyone? Appreciate everyone tuning into the spaces. Appreciate you guys tuning into the live stream. It looks like we are at 679 million in volume today. Pretty amazing. Let me exit out though to clear up some room. MD, what's up, brother? Feel free to request to come up and speak if you want to hang out up here in the spaces. Anyone else wants to come up and hang out, hit the button on the bottom left. We are cruising through December here. We're almost halfway through the month, which is super exciting. The bull run is pretty much about to be in full force. We're about to see some pretty insane moves. This is pretty much the beginning of what we're about to see here moving forward. So, yeah, I mean, expect an insane end of the year, an insane January, February as well, and March, of course, and April perhaps. But I'm looking forward to it. So stochastic RSI wise, we're seeing, of course, we're at the bottom here on the daily. So very, very fascinating. Just kind of keep watching here. And the price is holding very strong, more or less a bull flag forming. And kind of just show you guys here really quick on the daily specifically. Let it load here. Just kind of a combination of lower highs, higher lows, or lower lows, lower highs. It's just kind of in this channel right now. And then once it kind of breaches this level and forms a new higher high up above this level here on the daily at like $2.76, then basically we're going to continue the uptrend. So super, super fascinating here. where we are. And what's really awesome is we've actually held this level right here, the $2.50 range, essentially very strong for quite some time now. And then, of course, in the bottom of the RSI, we're down here, which means we're just oversold specifically. And of course, um, the momentum isn't there essentially, and means a ton of momentum can push the price upward. And we've held this level strong. So basically, in a nutshell, if you're not familiar with stochastic RSI, you want to have this as low as possible while the price is really high, which means it could send even higher. That's basically in a nutshell. So the daily, don't really chart daily too much. It's not as impactful. It's important to be aware of. But you can, as you can see on the weekly here, kind of the opposite is true. We're at a high in terms of momentum, but as you see here at this 80 level here, you can trade sideways in this range for some time. So we went from July. Oh wow, wait. Okay, yeah, this is the weekly chart. So we went like about 2 months at this level where we basically are a little bit higher. So we've traded at this level for months. So if that plays out basically again, we could see something where we're trading in this range. It looks like XRP likes to do that. Yeah, it is fascinating. It likes to trade in specific ranges. It doesn't like to go up and down really drastically. It loves to kind of hold certain levels. Really fascinating. This is the inverse of what's happening right now. Really fascinating there. Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of charts like this. That just must mean that a lot of people are holding their position regardless of the volatility. So very fascinating. Definitely to be expected in XRP. We got the Bert the Bird account joining us. Welcome to the stage as well. And then if anyone wants to come up and speak, feel free to hit the button on the bottom left. Don't forget to hit the button on the bottom right if you are bullish on Bert's XRP meme coins, XRP. You guys know how it goes. What's up, everyone? All right. So there's the XRP chart on the weekly, still looking good. There is a ton of momentum currently in the weekly chart as well. And like I said before, we could totally do this for a few months. So that would more or less coincide with the blow off top area. The next few months being basically the top of the bull run. We've been talking about that on our show for some time now. And then of course that $2.76 range is the range you want to really be looking at here for that next leg up for XRP. So very fascinating here. Am I able to put images? I think I am. I need to figure out if I can upload specific images. I'll have to figure that out. Let's see, maybe I can find something here, but would love to put Bert. I've done some graphics that I'm kind of sitting on right now, but I'm going to be uploading some Bert graphics. I'm going to make some custom ones. Let's see. Is there any other measure? No. Let's see. What does this one do? Is there any other ones? No. Okay. I don't. This is just for the ticker. Okay. Cool. This take a snapshot. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I don't know if there's a way to actually add it, but yeah. I mean, it's fun. Let me just add the chicken. I think the the chicken is the most iconic emoji to probably use for Bert. So let me see if I can find it for you guys really quick. I've put it up on the stream a couple times, but you guys know how it goes. Let me see if I can find it. Is there a way I could just search for it? Let's see. Symbols. It's probably animals. There you go. Let's put Bert up here. All right. Yeah, it looks awesome. Cool. So basically, this is the level. Let me minimize the stochastic RSI for a second here. And then we'll go on to the monthly chart. And then we'll move on to some Bert charting, some community alpha. Risk is $2.76, $2.75 level is really what we want to be breaking through here to continue the trend upward. So let me see if I can add a little rocket as well. Let's see, it's probably under here. Let's see. I don't use these on the charts a lot, so it's kind of finding them as we go. Let's see, where is it at? There it is. Rocket up here. So basically, Bert fly high at this level. So of course, XRP memes really outperforming XRP at these levels. You're really going to want to see that $2.78, $2.76, 75 level get breached. What's up, everyone? I see Cruz, MD, Bert the Bird, a bunch of you guys in the live stream. If you're on the Spaces side of things, feel free to hit the link up in the Jumbotron as well. That is where we're running our live stream as well. Feel free to tap in over there. More than happy to share my screen with you guys. That's where I'm charting currently as well. All right. I see T-Rex is joining. What's up, you guys? All right. So we got Bert. We got the rocket going. All right. Let's see what XRP is showing us. And obviously, this is a day-to-day thing. We're just kind of charting and going and seeing where these candles are taking us. So last time we charted, of course, yesterday, we were showing this hammer just kind of forming, which usually means trend reverse to the downside, but we still have about 20 days left for this candle to close. So definitely no tops at the moment in sight for XRP, which is really, really good news for all of us here, especially in meme coins as well. So let me move the rocket here. Let me move Bert up to the top here. So what do we got going on? I mean, the chart pretty much looks the same, still in the low 70s. For the fast moving line, we really want to start talking about taking serious profits, maybe talking about a potential top at this level above, what are we at here? The 90. You want to be talking about that and having those conversations above 90, and then perhaps from our last all-time high around 92. So anywhere around 90 to 95 is where we really want to start having those conversations. And then even for meme coins as well, I think meme coins will have a secondary rally once people take all their profits. So if we're at, let me lower it a little bit. Basically, this blue line needs to come up and touch it and then kind of trade from this level. And then I think the bull run for XRP specifically will be over. Full blow off full extension, which will do some fib levels as well here shortly. Let me extend this. And then of course, Bert is just kind of showing up here, overseeing the bull run, the market here, if you will. But of course, once the blue crosses down and under the orange, that's pretty much when we're going to see the top would be in essentially for this market. So let's see if the 3 months, at 3 months, this chart's not really showing it, but yeah, ton of upside as well for XRP on the 3 month chart, which means just even after this bull run's over, we're going to have absolute insane candles. So take your profits at the most ideal levels. And as I was saying, I believe XRP will probably come back down. Let's actually do some fib levels now while we're here. Give me a second here let me just exit out of the stochastic Earth side, but stochastic looks great. We're nowhere near still the top, which is amazing. We're still sitting at around $2.50. XRP actually pumped, I think. Here, let me exit out really quick. XRP pumped 2%, 2.2% on the 1 day, which is great. Also, let me go back and claim market cap really quick. Looks like XRP reclaimed number three position. Let's look at it here. That's cool. XRP sitting at $2.43 here on December 11th, 2024. Just flip tether here once again. So let's click on it. Let's do some trading view. Let's look at some fibs. So I was kind of just talking about $7 to $9 XRP would be like the max extension. It doesn't have to go that high, and obviously it can go higher than that. But that would be the fullest extension on the fib. So let it load here for a couple seconds. I'm actually going to pull my exit counter because why? Oh, give me a second. Typing up my account as well. I restarted my computer, got some updates going, so it should be faster now. I noticed it was slowing down a little bit the last few shows, so we want to make sure all these charts are loading as fast as possible here. So looks like the chart's back up. So let's do the, like I said, bull flag forming. Super bullish on that. This showed weakness in terms of the wicks, but then where the bodies close at this level is a ton of strength. So let's do the fib real quick, and then we're going to jump over to some Bert alpha, some Bert price action. Also, if you guys are bullish on Bert, let me know in the live stream. Feel free to use the comment section. And of course, if you're bullish on Bert in the space as well, let me know. Feel free to request to come up. I'll start bringing you guys up here shortly as well. All right, let's do some charting really quickly for you guys for XRP. All right, so we came very, very close to the 1618 level. Of course, almost like $3 per XRP. That's an absolutely insane increase. Obviously, a ton of accumulation, one of the longest accumulation zones in the history of crypto, full stop. So this next pump is going to be pretty insane as we continue to go from here. I see a bunch of you guys just joining in the spaces. What's up, you guys? If you want to follow along with the live stream, feel free to hit the link up in the Jumbotron as well. I see XOps just joined, Mike G, Toot, Banana, Dinero, T-Rex. What's up, you guys? All right. And shout out to everyone up in the live stream as well. I see over 100 of you guys there chilling. What's up, you guys? All right. So clearly, back in November, we broke through basically the three most important fib levels to breach once we basically confirm higher. So we've already breached the old all-time high by price specifically. So as we continue to ride here, what are we looking at? Especially if you're new here, I'm just going to kind of talk about this at least once per show, just kind of keep everyone updated. And then, of course, once we get to some of these levels, I mean, I'm going to be talking about, hey, maybe it is time to start taking some profits. And then a lot of those profits, just for some advice here, especially if you're new, a lot of those profits are going to rotate into memes. And so that's also why we're talking about charting XRP, because if we're at like the max extension here on this monthly scale, it might be time to have those conversations, right? Like, which memes are we rotating to? Which is why a good chunk of the show is going to be revolved around memes as well, because memes is where the profits will rotate into. People are going to try to double up, triple up their bag if they try to play it smart, or get lucky. And meme coins will be the next, since it's in XRP already. People will kind of just try to rotate that into there. So we're holding very strong here under the 1618. The next level obviously is above this $3 zone. Fresh, what's good, brother? I see a bunch of you guys just joining in. What's good, y'all? We're just charting some XRP currently, and then we'll rotate into some meme coins on First Ledger. And of course, the show is powered by at the Bert coin. Make sure to go shoot them a follow, show them some love. If you haven't heard about Bert, Bert is Bird here on XRP meme coins. And if you haven't gone onboarded yet to XRP, feel free to shoot me a DM. Happy to help you guys. I know a bunch of you guys are coming in from cross chain, so happy to help there. But make sure to shoot First Ledger a follow, and of course, just click the link. That's the easiest way to get onboarded to XRP meme. So where's the fibs? I know they change slightly every single day, but the 1618 held at the 3 level pretty much consistently. So where are we at? Where are we going? What are we looking at? So pretty much once this level is broken, it's very possible we'll shoot pretty fast to like the $4.64 range, maybe even the $6.29 range, which is about a 2 to 3x from here. So you have to really keep that in mind. And also, what is that going to do to our current memes? It would fundamentally change our entire meme coin ecosystem as well, and that's really important to be aware of. And then, of course, the max extension is at the $7.31 area, which is absolutely insane, which is almost a 3x from this current level. Now, can XRP go beyond this? Yes, it can. Doesn't mean that these fib levels won't be respected or anything like that, but we have seen, even with meme coins, if you chart this properly, we have seen meme coins actually go beyond the 4.236, but it also means that a 50 to 70% crash, which is normal, super healthy for the chart, is due as well once that happens. And so it is really important to kind of be aware, especially if we do go beyond this level. If you don't take a single cent of profit, then that really is going to be on you. At the end of the day, you really should be considering at this level, obviously above the 3.618. Not all tokens get above there either. And so just kind of watching, waiting, $6, $7, maybe $8, $9, $10 XRP would be really, really fundamental, groundbreaking, and game-changing for our entire ecosystem of memes as well. That's where I keep talking. We see any of these fibs get breached and maybe even go higher, we're gonna see like 100 mil. Let me give an idea here of what I'm looking for, what I'm looking to see in meme coins. So XRP meme coins. I guess I can't speak too much about specific ones because I don't know like how organic. I know just like some of them just run up like crazy really fast. I know that's pretty normal, pretty common for meme coins. But just for the sake of the example, we've seen sustained market caps around like 5 to like 20 million market caps in that range. Obviously, we've had fluctuations, but seeing that happen around this $2 level, and obviously I'm always going to be conservative here, but if we double that, right, we go to the $4 and let's just say $5 because we're almost at $2.50, and it's just easier for the example. At this level, we could easily see more market caps do a 2 to 5x from here and sustain, which means everything on the first page would be like 10 to 20 million on the like the very, very low end, all the way up to like 50 to like 75 million on the kind of median to higher end. And so that would be XRP at like maybe $5. But I think the big thing that a lot of people are going to miss when I kind of give that example is the market caps being that much higher at that time, while XRP is like double that in the price. Your entire bag just like did like a 4x, and that's something that a lot of people are missing as well when I am explaining a lot of this. And then that's just at a $5 XRP, right? If we go to $6 or $7, whatever from here, a lot of those examples that I'm talking about, it really brings to light how like 100 million market cap for pretty much any of like the front page is that much more realistic and reasonable and just like programmed, right? Like when we talk about like 100 mils programmed, a billions program, whatever, like we have to be able to see that, hey, like if XRP is at certain levels, pretty much it gives just like the easiest opportunity for a lot of tokens to just run to certain levels and sustain. You don't want to just have a bunch of tokens just like have blow off tops and then they just retrace like 90%. You don't really want to see that. Now, if XRP has its top and then it retraces really hard, which it probably will do, right? You've seen that multiple times in the chart. If it happens, obviously memes with their pools and stuff will crash a bit as well. But I do believe a lot of the profit will rotate into the memes regardless. But it's something we have to wait and see, right? And I do believe that's still months away. I still believe that's let me make this chart a little smaller here. I believe that'll be into like February or March. So we're talking like 90 to like 120 days or less, and then that's it. I do believe the bull run will be more or less over. Obviously, some people are still saying that, hey, we'll have a second pump and whatever, and like that's cool. Like if you believe that, you want to buy during the summer when everything dumps, whatever, you do that. I'll probably be there. I'll still be here. I'm not going anywhere regardless. But I believe that going into the summer, I think that seeing the potential retracement, that would probably be one of the best times to buy in pretty much anything that you're super bullish on still, even after that bull run Pico top type of deal when it comes to that. So that's really important to be aware of as well. And then if we do have like the 2021 second rally, that's where, let me draw it in really quick. That's kind of where I would be looking to take profits on an additional time. Okay, well, I'm drawing this way too long. Hold on, let me zoom in a little bit here. Makes it a little bit harder to draw. So end of December, kind of giving my price predictions for XRP. Again, we have about 20 days left to close this candle. Each one of these candles is representative of a month, if you guys didn't know that already. So I believe we'll close above $3. I think memes, we'll start to see memes. I kept saying 100 mil market cap. We definitely need to see more onboarding. Give me 1 second. I'm actually going to go check First Ledger. I'll be right back. All right, so just got back. We're at about 108,000 users on First Ledger, so there hasn't been a crazy increase in users over the last like 24 hours. Every day I was seeing about like when we really had those pumps, we saw about 5 to 10,000 new people a day. So that definitely has slowed down a bit. Last I checked, since we haven't had like the most insane volume or anything like that crazy. But as XRP kind of levels out here, sustains obviously the bull flag at that level, right? Let me go back to the weekly. Once this bull flag is basically completed, or I guess it was on the daily, back to the daily here. Basically, once this bull flag is completed and we have the next leg up, oh yeah, here you go. This is perfect. Let me just do the daily chart. You guys can follow along. This is perfect. Second, perfect. Look at that. $8, $7 XRP. So let's just draw it in, shall we? So so this is daily. This is the end of the month. So we could totally chop sideways a little bit and then just kind of break through towards the end of the month and then shoot like straight to like almost $5. That could totally happen in January. Maybe we retest like some $3 levels, what have you. We shoot back up through the what is it, the 2 point something level. We could totally hit this and maybe even go beyond it in February. The blow off top, for all I know, right? $7. Maybe we'll go somewhere around here. I'll draw it back down, and then obviously from here, we don't know just kind of what'll happen. But this is kind of the general idea of kind of where I'm watching the chart going. And again, if you guys are in spaces, you're not following along with the live stream here and what I'm seeing. This is more or less what I'm looking for. This is the kind of price action I'm seeing come in store for XRP. And then of course memes holding at this level around like 20 mil. What's really fascinating as well, a lot of the top tokens on the front page are sitting around like 20. I'll just put 20 million right here. And then just for the sake of the example, if we do reach like this $8 level, for me, my thesis is that the minimum would be 80 mil. Now, I do believe it'll be higher than that just because memes just begin to outperform really, really drastically when a lot of money is introduced to the market, which is what would happen at these levels, even these levels. And so I think a lot of people are going to be unprepared and unexpecting of how big the move into memes, the rotation into memes will actually be. And so that's really important to be aware of as well. So like 80 mil market caps for a lot of the front page could totally be. And if you look at like, let me go pull up First Ledger so I can actually show you guys, or let me pull up Dex Screener. Actually, let me show you guys the charts over there, and then I'll show you guys my X account as well. Give me a second here. But yeah, this is more or less kind of the chart that I'm watching and seeing, and the fib levels as well. This could totally be our reality very soon, and it happens so fast. I mean, we're talking 2 weeks from now at these levels potentially. We're talking 8 weeks from here or less. Like if you stuck around for like some of you guys have held XRP for I don't even know 5-7 years, what have you, quite a long time. Like I arguably a couple weeks from now, maybe a couple months, isn't that crazy for a blow off top? Obviously, if you believe we'll retrace and maybe have more, so we can kind of talk about the summer here as well. All right, so May, June, just kind of move. Okay, gotta zoom out here. Obviously, this isn't financial advice or any of this stuff. I'm just kind of charting what my theory is here. And I've been pretty spot on for well over a year now, but this is my thesis going September, October, if we follow the 2021 trend, essentially we'll have the crazy blow off top, whatever that is, and that's it. So this could be what this cycle looks like. That's why a lot of people are like, oh, like you should be selling going into 2026, that kind of stuff. This could happen. So like for me personally, I will be buying whatever we retrace to in XRP, Bitcoin, whatever, Hbar, over the summer. I believe we'll have a pretty strong retracement, which is healthy, very normal for it, and then setting us up for the bear market. Now, if we do have this second leg, obviously take profits. If we do get a second pump, which will be incredible. If we don't get this, then I mean, obviously, kind of just continue to watch the charts, listen to your alpha callers, that kind of stuff. They know what they're talking about, because we might not get this one, right? It might just be this, which is totally fine. A bunch of you guys should still make a ton of money, and of course, meme coins. So here's. Can I change the color of this brush? That's something that I never knew. That's like right click, maybe. I think if I hit it, let's see. I want to show you guys. Oh, here it is. Yep, you can. What color should I do? I'll do yellow. Stands out. Perfect. All right. So the blue, XRP is blue. I actually wasn't even doing that for blue, like Ripple and stuff, right? The water theme. What's up, everyone? I see a bunch of you guys just joined the spaces. Feel free to hit the link up in the Jumbotron if you want to follow along the charts and what I'm looking for. So again, I'm going to do a little bit of my thesis as well for meme coins as well. So this yellow line that I'm about to draw, that is going to be where I think the meme coins will like really, really outperform XRP and have their blow off top. So if XRP does this, right? So we've already seen the pullback, right? So we had a pullback in XRP memes at this level. So pretty much following the the slight downtrend with the bull flag for XRP, of course. And then if this, again, this blue line is basically what I've charted, what I'm thinking of what XRP is going to be doing movement wise, we'll basically start to see something where the memes will drag to the end of the month. And then that's where we see, okay, XRP has its move to like $5. Then the memes will outperform right here. Maybe XRP will have a pullback. And then that's when the third wave will have like its crash again in this zone for memes once again. And then XRP has its blow off top, which everyone's going to be pouring money into XRP at that level. That's where you see like going into like January, because these have been, if you noticed, the memes have been going, and I'll show you guys on the Bert chart here. But yesterday I talked about it. I said, hey, it's been it's been a 4-week type of deal. So end of end of November, going into the end of December. Let's see right here. Yeah, perfect. So it would transition here. Let me draw a little line here. This would be the end of this current wave, essentially, in a couple more weeks. And then boom, we would have the massive, because this is our third leg now for XRP memes, basically heading into that crazy pump of XRP potentially at the end of the year or the beginning of January right here, right? And then that's where we start to see the memes have their massive pullback once again, which we just had right now. XRP pulls back in this range as well. These are a little bit drawn out though, exaggerated, because these might be actually like further in here. Like it would be like over here. It's hard to draw because it's on the daily. Yeah, a second. It would be something like this, where XRP pulls back, and then memes would have a. I'm trying to do it around specific days, but it's a little bit difficult. Yeah, basically there, and then let me draw again. And this like downward momentum, it's kind of irrelevant. It's just showing the wave, and then going into like February or March, XRP has this blow off top. Obviously, we're going to be at the bottom in terms of memes. A lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, XRP memes are dead," whatever, right? Like at this range, and then XRP is going crazy. But a lot of the market caps, if you notice, in this range, and obviously I could be wrong, but a lot of the market caps are going to be pretty insane at this level. And people are like, "Oh, XRP is outperforming meme coins and this and that or whatever." Like we should have just held XRP or whatever. A lot of people are going to be complaining they didn't take profits in this zone either. Kind of watching here, and then when so many people made so much money, if they only held XRP or mainly rotated it or didn't take profits here, rotate to XRP, right? Which this is hard to do, by the way, consistently, right? It's so tough if you just don't hold it through the dips as well. But what's really fascinating is, let me change the color one more time. Let's see, we'll do a red. So something, okay, trying to change it to that. Hold on. Okay, let me change this one to red. Perfect. All right, so something really fascinating that I want to really show you guys here. So we've had 2 full resets essentially. So first ledger came out probably around here in this zone. And then we had our first move, essentially our first reset around here. So we had a massive pump going into the first couple weeks. I think it was like week 2. So this is like a 2-week move. And then we had a big pullback. So I'll just kind of draw the line down. We had a big pullback. A lot of tokens hit their all-time high, that kind of stuff for the first time ever. And then we had this big run, right, which is where we are now. And then we had a run, I think it was November 24th. So this was the next run. So we had our first leg at like 90 something cents. We went all the way up to $1.67. That was like 2 Sundays ago or last Sunday, where we had that second pump. So that was one. And then this one was actually a little bit shorter. And then we had the leg down for memes. And then XRP, or maybe it was recent. Oh, no. Yeah, it was more recent. Hold on. I'm putting the wrong dates. Second. So the second leg started right here. All right. So let me redraw it really quick. And then we had this second pump, and XRP was at almost $3. Okay. So like last Sunday, and it was correlated with the the XRP memes, right? So the higher XRP goes, obviously the memes pumped harder, the market caps went crazy. So Bert was at like 11 mil in this range right here. And then XRP goes from $3 all the way down to $1.90. Max fear, max FUD, max capitulation, all that kind of stuff. And then we have our dip, right? Okay. And phase 2. Phase 3. And if you notice, each phase is getting more powerful on these impulse waves. And obviously, XRP is getting crazier too. Now, this is something that's really fascinating. Each one of these took, from what I saw, basically mid to end of October, mid November. Actually, no. I think our first ledger came around like second or third week of October. The end of the first wave happened basically 4 weeks later, during that pump of XRP to like $1.60, right? It was like a 3x for XRP there. End of the pump. And then that ended the first wave. And then a bunch of people took profits, right? A couple people sold everything essentially and nuked the entire chart. And then something else that people don't talk about either is, oh, okay, well, these 70% corrections, 50% corrections on the entire market for meme coins. People don't talk about this, but a lot of whales and a lot of people that hold a good chunk of supply, they actually dump a good chunk of their bag, and then distribution just gets even better every time that happens when there's big pumps. And so if your token doesn't just outright die whenever the pump happens, right? Because any token, to be honest, any token can really pump during these times. It's not that crazy. It's not that special either. So if you think your token's special just because it pumped during this time, it's really not. Is your token going to survive this crash, this next crash, and so on? And so when you have conversations, let me see if I can, I didn't make a post about it, but all of you guys probably know Murad at this point, if you've been tracking with the meme coin super cycle thesis, if you will. So again, first wave, second wave started, first wave ended, second wave started, second wave ended. I believe the second wave is about to finish. And then we're going to enter the big third wave, which each impulse move is getting stronger. And then, of course, if you are in a solid community, your distribution is just getting that much better. So yellow is meme coins, blue is XRP, red is where we are potentially in the cycle as well. I know this is brand new for those of you guys that have been watching the show. This is new alpha, but I do believe the end, basically the middle of December, going into this next week or so, the end of wave 3 would probably be, or the wave 2 would probably be over. The pullback, the retracement, all the healthy distribution is happening. And then this crazy meme coin wave 3, potentially after XRP has its pump to like $5, which this pump is arbitrary. It could go higher, could be a little lower than that, but you kind of get my point. Memes would pump really hard going into basically into January, right? And so that's kind of what I'm seeing. Obviously, this wave could happen sooner. It's really anywhere in this zone for real. So I mean, we could in theory have it here, and then XRP. Let me see if I can click on it. Yeah. And then for all I know, XRP pumps like right at the end of December, like the middle of December. Let's see, basically around Christmas. So for all we know, this actually happens sooner. And then memes pump like basically the start of the year. Like this could let me adjust it actually a little bit. This could actually be more in line. I think this makes a lot more sense. This could be where XRP pumps like within the next week or two. And then the memes just like go parabolic by the end of the year. I think that actually makes a lot more sense. So I'm going to move that. That's pretty much what I'm portraying. It's just when I'm drawing these, I'm not looking at the days down here. So it's kind of hard to like line it up perfectly what I think is happening. But this is more or less what I'm seeing. So XRP has a pullback. We enter the massive wave 4. So let me end this one. Is this red still perfect? All right. So we go to the middle. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's lining up perfectly. So we have wave 3. Wave 3 ends here. Let me redraw that. Okay. Well, I think that's put that there. I'm perfectionist, so I wanted to look half decent. All right. So I imagine wave 3 would be the biggest wave so far that we've seen, and every wave is going to get bigger and bigger. So, like I said, each wave has happened for about 1 month. It's about a 4-week type of deal. So if you can last through every single wave, you basically double or triple your portfolio every time. And then obviously in XRP value, it gets pretty insane pretty fast. So this is wave 4, the beginning of wave 4. And so wave 4 would be basically the wave where if you're going to take any profits like off the table, that's like the wave. This zone up here, which I haven't even drawn it out because it's just so insane. But if you're bullish on XRP memes, that's more or less the area which I'm about to draw it. This is kind of the area that I'm going to be looking to potentially take a good chunk of my profits. I might take some profits on this next wave personally, but we'll see depending on what XRP does. But wave 4 is what I'm really looking forward to personally, which is what we're going to see some pretty insane move, whatever it'll be. So wave 3, we're about to see wave 3. Obviously, if I'm wrong, we're about to find out very soon. But we're just ending wave 2, right? Wave 2 is ending. Wave 3 is about to begin anywhere basically in the next week or two. That's what I'm watching. That's what I've been saying for about a week now. So yeah, I mean December 18th, a week from now, maybe let me change the color. Perfect. Maybe December to around Christmas. So basically, if we're not begun wave 3 in this range, then obviously I'll be wrong. Obviously, XRP needs to pump before we kind of start to see the next wave as well. More onboarding happens when XRP pumps as well. We have the pullback, then XRP goes to blow off top range, which it could trend and take a little longer, right? This could be out like another month or so. So this could go a little longer, but kind of the overall gist is there where we see an insane wave 3. A lot of people are going to take profits here. That's fine. We'll have a big correction once again. XRP to the blow off top potentially. This is my thesis. Obviously, don't take this as financial advice. It's just my theory based on what I'm reading in the charts. And of course, the final wave 4, or it's not the final wave, but the big, this is the big kahuna, y'all. This is where we see what I've been saying, whether we go to like 100 mil, and obviously if we have a wave 5, then that'll be the craziest wave. And it could be wave 5 where you honestly should wait to take profits, but that would be basically when the bull run had its massive blow off top. And honestly, if you were here during the 2025, wave 5 is actually when Dogecoin in like March, April, that's when all the memes went crazy. So either you want to be selling here and waiting, not this wave, but this next wave, or wait till wave 5, which could be going into like April, May. Let me just draw this just for the sake of the argument here. And then you have like the massive, insane wave 5 for massive wave 5, and then it's done going into and then everything just kind of nukes going into a potential bear market and or accidentally zoomed out. And obviously just wave 5's done. I won't even talk about wave 6. Basically, I would just say buy in this zone because everything's probably dumping over the summer. But this is pretty much my thesis, right? I've been charting this entire time for weeks, months on end. But basically, once XRP has this blow off top, that's when the memes around this time, right? 2021, we had the Dogecoin, the meme coin super cycle, all this kind of stuff. So after XRP has this top, money flows into the memes. They have their crazy, crazy blow off top potentially, just like Dogecoin did in 2021. And then if you're super bullish and you really want to take a risk, once we have that next correction, which the distribution for most tokens, because most people won't even, either most people are going to sell here, either sell in this range, because a lot of, just for reference, if you guys didn't realize, if you're like that 1% of traders, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you're like 99% of people, you probably sold XRP, you probably sold your memes at this level, and then you're gonna look at this coming rally, which we're nowhere even near done, and you're gonna be like, holy shit, like I have to FOMO buy into all this stuff because my every single meme I was holding that I dumped at the bottom for no reason is like 10x from here. Well, I gotta buy up here, and then we have the correction going into wave 4, and then XRP has this blow off top, and it's like holy shit, like everything is sending 10x from this 10x. It's like, oh shit, okay, I gotta buy up here, and then you just lose everything going into the dump that happens in March, April, whatever. Like, don't be that person. If you're basically selling at any of these levels, sold XP, meme coins, whatever, like you really need to seriously, before the blow off top happens, you need to seriously consider like what are you even doing in this bull run? if you're going to be selling bottoms. I won't like name names of people or any of that kind of stuff that I know are doing that, but like a massive chunk of people are selling stuff right here, memes or whatever. And it's like there's zero reason to be doing that right now when we're literally about to have some pretty insane moves. And then these corrections are super healthy and super normal too for the market. That's what a lot of people don't understand. And then distribution just becomes super strong when it comes to these tokens as well. So obviously you guys are all here for Bert, but this is basically obviously take your screenshots, see if I'm right. I'm just kind of going off what I'm really genuinely think is going to happen here for XRP, for memes. Obviously, if you're just tuning in here on the Spaces side of things, welcome. A bunch of you guys just joined. Let's see, I'll give you guys some shout outs here. NFT Troy, what's up? Cube Samay, I see Hamdad Tall Bear Crypto, what's up, you guys? Gorkenheimer, Bricky, Lifted, Dinero, like I said, Banana. Who do we got here? X Raptor. I see Raptors. What's good, brother? Remember Legend. We got Crypto Tracker in the house. What's up, you guys? Claroma, Xops, Cruz. What's up, everyone? Stack Daddy. What's good, brother? All right, you guys. Before your requests come up, we're gonna run the show for another about 10 to 15 minutes or so. So if you want to get a word in, feel free to request to come up. Hit that button on the bottom left. Fresh. What's good, brother? Good to see you. All right, you guys, take your screenshots. Yellow is XRP memes, where I think they're going to end up going. Obviously, this doesn't have anything correlated with like price. These are just like, so 20 is meme coin market caps. A lot of the top ones right now on First Ledger, where you're trading XRP memes. I think at the top we'll have at least 80 million or higher for a lot of the first page. But that's just in relation to XRP having its blow off top. So very fascinating what's about to happen. We're talking literally 4 to 8 weeks from now, maybe a little bit longer, if the market decides to drag on a bit. But pretty insane what we're most likely about to see based on previous cycles. And it's gonna happen so fast that people are just gonna be caught off guard. People are gonna make so much profit and they're not gonna take it properly, or they're going to just sell too early, right? During drops like this or corrections, you're going to sell at the wrong time. You should never be selling on corrections. You should be only buying. You should be selling on tops if you genuinely need to take profits. But selling too early instead of selling in, I know a lot of people took profits here. A lot of people took profits here. That's great if you bought the bottom. If you are selling here and then you just completely leave, whatever, that's fine too. But like if you're selling down here, down here, down here again, like you have to understand, like you cannot consistently do that and seriously make any money in this space. That's why 90% plus people do not make anything in this cycle. And we don't want to see that. I want to see every single one of you guys winning. I want to see you guys killing it this cycle. And ideally, and this is my recommendation, obviously it's never financial advice. For me personally, I won't even consider taking any serious profits off the table on any of these crypto meme coins, specifically for XRP, until maybe this zone right here, until after XRP has its all-time high, which I'll be talking about here on the show. Hey, I do believe XRP is fully extended. Once we get there, I will be announcing, hey, I do believe that the fib levels have hit their peak. Obviously, we can go higher from there. And of course, you'll see meme coins just going absolutely parabolic. And so once everything's kind of euphoric, maybe we'll go to like, I don't know. I mean, 100 mil, 200, 300, 400, 500 million market caps or beyond. That would be the level where pretty much any meme coin right now that you bought, you're up 5 to like 100x. I'd say, hey, you should take some profits off the table, maybe all of it, because we are at peak euphoria. And I mean, the meme coin cycle we could see going into the summer, which we did see in the last cycle as well. We saw a bunch of stuff run up going into like a wave 5 type of deal, but I am expecting at least 2 more massive waves, and each wave will be bigger. So this next wave 3, I think it's going to be pretty shocking for a lot of people here in XRP memes. I believe everything on the first page will be like 10 to 25 million on the bottom. So pretty much 10x from here at minimum on this next wave. We already saw a bunch of memes shoot from like 500K and like a million market cap, 2 million, to like straight to like 10 million and above. So on the wave 2, and we're going to see even bigger moves on XRP and more liquidity. So if you are just kind of fading or on the sidelines, you're kind of still missing out what's going on in this space. Like I can't really stress it enough. I can't really continue to make it any more abundantly clear. We've already seen 2 waves. We're about to enter our 3rd wave. I believe that everything's kind of lining up with the patterns. Obviously, they could be longer or shorter depending on how volatile XRP becomes, obviously. But that's more or less what I'm looking at. Sergio, I appreciate your time and work, brother. Yeah, I appreciate you too. Thanks for the kind comment here on the live stream. Stack Daddy mentioning April 1st, Bert and Tabby. I'm not sure what's April 1st exactly, but yeah, I mean, going into that wave 5, this is for me. I'll personally be considering taking a good chunk off the table. Obviously, if I see a big wave completion of wave 4, because this is wave 4, so I will take profits in wave 4, no doubt, after XRP has this blow off top, because everyone will be up like 10 to like 100x from here. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, I'm not worried about like hurting any charts or anything like that. Everyone's going to be in such profits. And here's the other thing, right, that people aren't talking about. We still have once wave 3 is once this wave 2 is done and all the capitulation happens, if everything does like a 5 to 10x from here at least, which I'm expecting personally, and more, I think some will do a 20x from here depending on the market cap and excitement from XRP holders. This wave, a lot of people are going to get just wrecked. Why? Because this next pullback, which we're currently experiencing, a lot of people are going to sell down here when they should be buying. And so if you need to take some profits off the table in preparation for this, that's great. That's fine, whatever. But don't ever catch yourself selling at these lows here, because that is where you're going to FOMO back in. I've seen so many people, whether it's on Bert or whatever token, sell at these bottoms, and then they FOMO back in up here. And it's like, you're not going to make money doing that, unfortunately. And you basically have to kind of like tell yourself, hey, at the bottoms, you just buy. At the tops, you just sell, and that's it. Like if your portfolio is hitting all-time highs, just take profits and don't even think about it. Don't think it's going to go higher, whatever. It could, and it most likely will. But then when the correction happens, which is healthy and normal and important for it to happen, that's when you just say, okay, I'll just buy at the correction, move forward, wait to the next wave. Current wave happening, wave 3, I believe, is about to happen. Correction, you got to be prepared for it. A lot of people are going to get shaken out of their bags here and lose a lot of money in the zone as well, unfortunately, because they won't be able to handle their emotions. But then this wave right here, wave 4, this is the big, this is like basically two times what we're currently doing, right? If you experience the first 2 waves, that's great, that's amazing. But it is going to be very hard to mentally prepare yourself for what wave 3 and wave 4 is going to bring to the table when we have a blow off top for XRP. Like no one, I'll just be honest, no one's ready for that, even myself. I'm going to show up every day, continue to chart, continue to give you guys alpha for free in my alpha chat, and keep you guys updated on where I believe the market's heading and what is going on with XRP memes as well. So take your screenshots, see what's going on in the market. Of course, yellow is the memes, where I believe they'll go just based off trend, not necessarily price, just trend. And then the blue line is XRP as well. So let me pull up the Bert chart here. We're going to shut down the space here shortly. Give me 1 second to find Bert on Deck Screener. We're sitting at 26, so 2.8 million market cap. That was about where we were yesterday, I believe. Maybe a little lower. I think we were around like 3 mil, something around there. Well, welcome everyone. Appreciate everyone tuning in here today. Again, if you're in the spaces, feel free to hit the link up in the Jumbotron. All right, give me a second here to pull up the chart. Nothing really has changed in the last 24 hours. The last time we charted it, everything's pretty much locked in. Like I said, 20 to 22x on the max extension up here. Kind of go over this really quick because I've spent the last like week covering all this. About a 22x at the 60 million range, 3 mil, 60 mil, right? 20 to 22x. This is max extension. So I believe this right here for Bert, this 23 to 60 million range is what we'll see in wave 3. So anywhere near here, I mean, seriously consider, hey, like this is what wave 3. And obviously if XRP pumps harder than I think, around $5 here, obviously these market caps will be a lot higher than I'm expecting personally, which would mean we see like a 30 or 50x in this range, which would put us closer to like that 100 million market cap. And then when we get the retracement, so like let's say we do hit 60 mil, what is 70% drop? I think that's like 42 million shaved off. Let's see, 70%, that's 7 out of 10. 7 times 6, yeah, 42 mil. So 42 minus 60 would put us, let me actually change the color really quick to yellow once again. So if we do have the max, which I believe we will, we have the max extension on Bert going into wave 3, which is basically this right here. This move is wave 3. Once we have this massive move in wave 3, this is where I see we would hit, where's the 18 mil? Probably around here. So we would have this kind of move. And then from 18 mil, I'll redo the fib. But this would be kind of the move here. So let me show you guys the chart and the pattern that I'm seeing forming. And also we're in the spring zone on the Wyckoff formation. So basically here, we'll see this kind of move in this zone. So again, yellow, this is kind of what I'm expecting for wave 3. And we'd have some crazy local top once again, most likely in the 60, could be 45 and definitely could be 23. But I'm expecting some pretty crazy moves from XRP as well. And then this is what I'm talking about with this new base around like this 8. If we have a good solid 70% drop, the distribution would be absolutely insane at this level already. A lot of our whales exited. I saw 50 to 60% of their holdings, or if not 100%. A lot of them. Go check the distribution on Bert. Also, if you guys see that wallet that has like 15 or 16% of the supply on any given day, that's not a random person. That's actually an exchange, BitTrue. So I believe First Ledger will be adding an icon soon. Obviously, you guys probably all know Bert was one of the first ones to be listed on an exchange, and so that's really important. And a lot of people have asked or flooded us saying, "Hey, someone owns a lot of supply, I won't buy it." That's been unfortunate reality in terms of people being misinformed just because there's no icon, whatever. It's not necessarily First Ledger's fault. It's just something that happened, but there is no one that owns that much. Our biggest holders own a couple percent, if that. And then most of them, like I said, over this last capitulation zone, right, and accumulation, a good chunk of them actually have exited Bert, which is kind of very similar to this price action. So being able to watch very few people hold very little of the supply moving forward, that's what it takes to have these massive, massive green candles, because the selling pressure will be so small because people will be FOMOing in when XRP starts pumping. People are like, well, I got to buy the best memes. I got to jump into the best communities. Which tokens are the most memeable? Which ones have the strongest communities? That kind of question. Those questions will be asked when XRP starts to pump. So this yellow is more or less kind of what I'm expecting for wave 3. And then, of course, wave 4. I mean, oh my gosh. I'll just chart it really fast for you guys. Wave 4. So this is already going to March. So let's just see me do this really quick. 18 mil. And then wave 4 will put us like well into the 100 million range. I easily believe going into wave 4, Bert could easily be over 100 mil. And so from where we're barely at around 3 mil, we're talking like a 30 to 40x from this level, not to mention XRP doing like a 3 or 4x. And when you start to compound all of that, I mean, we're talking like well over 100x still from all of these current levels. And so again, I cannot stress enough, over the next 4 to 8 to maybe 12 weeks, you have to mentally prepare yourself seriously for what is about to go down in XRP memes. And I can't stress that enough. You want to make serious gains, serious money in this space, you need to mentally prepare yourself for what's about to happen. I genuinely believe having 100 XRP, 1,000 XRP into some of these memes. Obviously, Bert is my highest conviction bag currently. I really believe in the meme. I believe in the community forming around it. Obviously, I believe in the XRP community being able to support our ecosystem as well. Volume looks strong today, 112,000. Currently with XRP in the bull flag. I mean, everything's just kind of primed right now. And like I said, you don't have to full port into these memes. 100 XRP is more than enough. 1,000 XRP is more than enough. Is plenty. Because if we start to see 30 to 100x on some of these plays, especially with XRP pumping, we're going to see some pretty life-changing results. And I want to see that for all of you guys. That's the kind of vibe. That's the kind of culture we really want to see. Obviously, this is just speculation. I'm just kind of theorizing where I'm seeing. But this is the fib level, right? If we do have, I'll just kind of give you guys a really brief, just super basic fib level here. So if our bottom is, what I say, 18 mil, just to give you guys a taste, right? Nothing's guaranteed. Give you guys a really quick taste here. I actually haven't done this myself, so you guys get to see this for the first time. Bert on this next extension, as I said, well over 100 mil. Let's see, what is 18? Give me a second. 18 mils around this 12 level, so 5 times that would put us at, I gotta do the math in my head, 90 million. So this level right here, the 268 would be at 90 mil. And then let's see, what did I say? 6. And then 9, that'd be 50% more. So this level right here on the next phase, so basically phase 4, would put us at about 145. This is a lot of alpha, by the way, but and this is just obviously if we have a 70% crash. If we don't have a 70% crash, this goes way higher. But basically, what I just showed you really quickly, because this is pretty exclusive alpha, 145 mil going into phase 4, which 3 times 100, 3 divided by 145. Some of you guys can do it really quick. What is that? Like a 45x, 50x from here? 50x. That's about 50x from here. So, I mean, that isn't that crazy for a meme coin, especially when we're talking XRP memes, and most of the market caps are still below like 10 million. So when we really start to have these conversations, that's like, oh, okay, like 100 mil market cap isn't that crazy. And in like phase 3, phase 4 of this, which we're about to enter, and XRP having its blow off top, like these could be very reasonable and rational price targets. And if you can mentally prepare for that and not dump at the absolute bottoms, right? We've already had 2 of them. If you're not dumping at these levels and you're just holding for an extra couple weeks, like that's going to be the difference between probably 5 figures to 6 figures for a lot of people in this space. If you can just kind of stomach the drops like what we're having now. If you were one of these people that sold, like no shame on you, but you're probably going to be a seller down here, unfortunately. And then you're going to miss the next rip and so on. So I don't want to see anyone miss phase 3. Obviously, if I'm wrong going into the end of the year, then obviously I'll admit it and I'll rechart it. But this is my thesis. This is what I'm watching here. You guys let me know what you think. Let me know in the live stream. Do you think I'm way off on this? You feel like this makes a lot of sense? I'm just giving you guys my honest opinions, watching the charts, studying the patterns, studying the fibs, and obviously studying XRP and the meme coins. I'm super bullish on the communities that are forming around the memes that are infinitely memeable. You have Bert. Bert is Bert. Bert fly high. It's super simple, anti-fragile. Arguably, Bert is one of the only infinity memes here on the XRPL. You can meme him into pretty much anything, and he's funny. He's schizo. I love the schizo aspect of Bert as well. And I do believe that more and more people are not only finding out about him through our streams, through our by word of mouth, but just the power of the memes. The memeability aspect of Bert is arguably top tier. I've seen pretty much every meme, every animation. The team is pretty incredible. They post almost every single day in terms of words of encouragement on where they believe that the meme and the community is heading. And the community shows up every day. Name me another community that's showing up every day, and count me as bullish. So super bullish on communities that show up every day, continuing to create content, continuing to iterate, and continuing to survive after these 70% pullbacks. Bert has already had 2 of them. If we survive this third one, which I have no doubt about, this will be basically the best. Obviously, in price point, this and this were the best times to ever enter. But in terms of overall distribution, overall bullishness going into XRP, I do genuinely believe going into the end of the end of the month here would be the best time to buy. Once this next leg up starts, a lot of people are going to FOMO in here, but the absolute best time to buy is when XRP is about to have its all-time high and blow off top specifically. That is when we're going to see like the absolute insane parabolic blow off top type of deal for memes. Obviously, memes can go way higher than even this level. Like I said, I could easily see Bert 145 mil. That's basically the next full extension. But the community has to survive from here, right? I have no doubt that the community will. The memes are incredibly strong. The current community is incredibly strong. And as we see these next pumps, we're going to continue to onboard more and more community members and continue to run these shows every single weekday, Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. EST, the place to be in Web3. I appreciate everyone that tuned in. Oh my gosh, I just realized, okay. I just realized my entire tab was not showing for Bert's. Oh my gosh. I literally been charting Bert this entire time. Well, for those, I don't know how, I don't know if no one commented on it, but okay. Well, I just realized everyone was just watching the XRP chart, and I don't know if you got to see any of what I just charted for Bert, but yeah, basically, I'll just kind of redo it here as I'm ending the show. Oh my gosh, I just realized my screen wasn't shared. Okay, well, it is what it is. I can't really do anything about that. Um, okay. Yep. Basically, we had this bottom, this bottom. I'm expecting the third bottom to be pretty insane as well. 18 mil market cap, obviously from 60 mil. If we get a 50 to 70% retracement on Bert, obviously things will be absolutely insane and delusional for a bit there in price action. Then, of course, up here on the next leg up of Fibs, I'll just rechart it here for you guys really quickly. All right. Like I said, exclusive alpha here for you guys here on the live stream as we end it. Bert hitting 60 mil on the full extension, pulling back 70%, which would be super healthy. And I actually hope it happens so that we get distribution even better. People take profit, that kind of stuff as well. For me, I would personally wait for this leg up specifically. So let me just drag it over here. Now you guys can actually see my screen. I didn't realize I had the XRP chart up this whole time. All right, so this would be the fib level for this next wave. So 100, I already did the math, 145 million market cap at this full extension, going into wave 4, which would be when XRP has this blow off top up in this range. XRP, so here's just something that I hope everyone is like 1,000% locked in. This is why I keep saying putting in 100 XRP, 1,000 XRP, whatever you can afford is like extremely crucial to understand at these levels. Let me show you guys. And again, this is some extreme alpha, especially if Bert goes beyond. If Bert goes past the 60 mil, all these numbers just got raised way higher. So here's what I'm looking at. Here's my thesis, right? Okay. Let's see here. Hold on. XRP going to its top. Let's say we do have the 22x. You have 1,000. I'll just use 1,000 XRP for reference here. 1,000 XRP hitting 60 mil currently. That would put you at about 20 to 25,000 XRP at 60 million market cap. Obviously, we have the pullback that'll dip a bit. And then once we actually have the next full extension with XRP being at potentially $7 to $10 in this range, 145 mil, that puts you at like a 45K or 45X from here, which would be about 45. If you just held all the way down, obviously, and didn't trade, that would put you at about, yeah, that sounds right? 45, that's 50, 45. Yeah, 45X from here, that would put you at about 45,000 XRP in this range from 1,000 just from buying at the bottom where we currently are. And then XRP being at like $10 would be at like almost $500,000 just by putting in 1,000 XRP at the bottoms of these kinds of dips. And then don't even get me started if you like accurately trade at any of these levels and then buy the bottoms again, which again, if you are seriously not only considering, but actually taking profits at like the absolute bottoms of these dips, right? We had phase 2 right here going into a phase 3 and then obviously a phase 4. This is like arguably when XP has its blow off top, this is like the most exciting time and what everyone was looking for. 100 million market cap plus in this zone. So like if you're not seriously considering waiting to take profits until we reach these levels, you're going to basically be tested here. Once again, I believe going into January, February, you'll have that retracement again. And everyone's going to talk about look like my space is disconnected here. Basically, what I was saying was until we have this retracement once again at the end of phase 3, that's where, in my opinion, we're gonna have it where everyone's like, "Oh, like XRP memes are dead. We should have just held XRP. XRP is going to the blow off top, that kind of stuff." And then when that phase ends and everyone's kind of shaken out at this zone, that's when you just see like the absolute insane god candles for like everything. And then that's when we'll get those like 100 mil market caps. That's what I believe. Now, if everything's even crazier than I'm expecting in this phase, we might actually get some consistent 100 mil market caps here, which I think could very well happen depending on the price of XRP. So this is my thesis. You guys let me know what you think. I appreciate everyone that tuned in here today. Feel free to take your screenshots. Obviously, none of this is financial advice. I'm just giving you guys my honest opinion on the market caps, where these tokens are going, of course, and the fib levels. I mean, I'm just charting the fibs for you guys, letting you guys know where I believe these tokens are going. You're going to be looking back at these days and saying, I can't believe I didn't buy Berts and a lot of these tokens at sub 1 mil, sub 10 million, sub 5 mil range, because these next levels are going to be absolutely mind bending for a lot of people. A lot of people won't be able to psychologically handle it. And will be dumping at the bottom because they thought they missed out and so on. And then the next leg is just going to be even crazier. So next leg up always melts faces. Don't forget, keep your emotions in check and lock in on the alpha groups. Don't do this space by yourself. If you're not in my alpha chats already, shoot me a DM. It's free. I'm letting pretty much anyone in, as long as you're not trying to use our community as extra liquidity or be a scammer or do anything malicious. Anyone's welcome to join up. We're trying to onboard as many people into XRP. And if you believe that, you believe in Bert, you believe in strong memes, you believe in the infinite memes, and of course, you believe in strong community vibes and culture in XRP, feel free to shoot me a DM. Let's network, let's connect. And obviously, if you're bullish on Bert and XRP meme coins and XRP as a whole, hit that button on the bottom left. Feel free to like, retweet, shoot a comment down there. Let me know what your favorite tokens are. And with that, we're going to shut down the show here. I appreciate everyone that tuned in, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. The place to be in Web3 here in XRP at 6 p.m. EST on all weekdays. All right, you guys have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I'll catch you all tomorrow on Thursday.
Bert, fly high is Bert is the word is Bert,
All right, you guys, Stack Daddy, everything that is legit up from here. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate your comments. This is the post that I was actually looking for. So let me see if I can share my screen really quick. Looks like Bert, Bert community, Bert T made a post. So let's listen to it really quick, and then we will end the stream here. All right, looks like there is no audio connected. So give me 1 second. Okay, I guess I got to stop my screen completely. Second here. All right, should be good. So the audio's up, good on both ends. All right, here's the alpha. If you guys didn't know already, or if you haven't tuned into Murad, any of his posts yet, that kind of stuff, this is something that I'm really taking seriously for our memes. So again, lock in, take this serious, and let's see what he has to say.
Before you even call something a cult, you want to see at least like 2 or 3 like -70, -80, even -90% drops, because you need to treat these things like exams. And if they survive like 2 or 3 of them and ultimately make new highs, that means that the supply has shifted from non-believers to believers. And now you essentially have a large chunk of the supply in the hands of people that are not going to sell. And so these crazy high targets are no longer delusional, because like as demand comes in, it's just going to be like very long green candles that are not going to be counteracted by sells. And essentially a bunch of dumps allow true believers to accumulate cheaply during like the middle of the U curve. And so once you have these drops and then it makes new highs, that means the community has survived and now it's much more battle tested and now it's much more diamond handed and the supply is largely in the hands of true believers. Before you even call something a cult, you want to see at least like 2 or 3 like negative 70, negative 80, even negative 90% drops, because you need to treat these things like exams. And if they survive like 2 or 3 of them and ultimately make new highs, that means that the supply has shifted from non-believers to believers. And now you essentially have a large chunk of the supply in the hands of people that are not going to sell. And so these crazy high targets are no longer delusional, because like as demand comes in, it's just going to be like very long green candles that are not going to be counteracted by sells. And essentially a bunch of dumps allow true believers to accumulate cheaply during like the middle of the U curve. And so once you have these drops and then it makes new highs, that means the community has survived and now it's much more battle tested and now it's much more diamond handed and the supply is largely in the hands of true believers. Before you even call something a cult, you want to see at least like 2 or 3 like negative 70, negative 80, even negative 90% drops, because you need to treat these things like exams. And if they survive like 2 or 3 of them and ultimately make new highs, that means that the supply has shifted from non-believers to believers. And now you essentially have a large chunk of the supply in the hands of people that are not going to sell. And so these crazy high targets are no longer delusional, because like as demand comes in, it's just going to be like very long green candles that are not going to be counteracted by sells. And essentially a bunch of dumps allow true believers to accumulate cheaply during like the middle of the U curve. And so once you have these drops and then it makes new highs, that means the community has survived and now it's much more battle tested and now it's much more diamond handed and the supply is largely in the hands of true believers. Before you even call something a cult, you want to see at least like 2 or 3 like negative 70, negative 80, even negative 90% drops, because you need to treat these things like exams. And if they survive like 2 or 3 of them and ultimately make new highs, that means that the supply has shifted from non-believers to believers. And now you essentially have a large chunk of the supply in the hands of people that are not going to sell. And so these crazy high targets are no longer delusional, because like as demand comes in, it's just going to be like very long green candles that are not going to be counteracted by sells. And essentially a bunch of dumps allow true believers to accumulate cheaply during like the middle of the U curve. And so once you have these drops and then it makes new highs, that means the community has survived and now it's much more battle tested and now it's much more diamond handed and the supply is largely in the hands of true believers. Before you even call something a cult, you want to see at least like 2 or 3 like negative 70, negative 80, even negative 90% drops, because you
Bert, fly high, high is Bert, Bert is the word is Bert. Bert does its own thing, haters getting berserk. Bert drops the golden nuggets, Bert. 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 Bert, fly high.